Shaping up at the polls. This man right here,
Yeah.
He's been waiting for this day for this whole political process, this whole election cycle. Joe Fleming, has seemed like it has gone on forever.
It always seems that way, Patrick. Every year, Rhode Island elections start earlier and earlier, so they go on forever.
What are you hearing about voter turnout? Because I know there's a lot of people around this country that have been rallying to get out the vote. Are they going to follow through on that rally?
Well, I'm hearing in Rhode Island it's different in different parts of the states. I'm hearing like Pawtucket, Providence is kind of on the light side. I'm hearing places in South County. I got a call from South Kingstown. They said one polling place was fairly moderate, the other one was fairly light. So it's still early. I anticipate about a 350 to 370,000 turnout today. Which is kind of normal for an election in Rhode Island.
You know, let's talk a little bit about the governor's race, because it seemed as though, you know, Lincoln Chafee was building momentum. Frank Caprio certainly had name recognition. You know, John Robitaille didn't have that name recognition, was able to build that. Now it seems as though Lincoln Chafee is maybe pulling ahead a little bit, and Frank Caprio was slowed by those shove it comments.
Well, our last WPRI TV poll showed Lincoln Chafee pulling ahead, and we showed Frank Caprio fading even before he made those comments.
Okay.
But, however, right now it's still a race that any one of the three of them has a possibility of winning. We don't know what the voters are going to do today because it's that close. It's a very fluid race. We've seen Caprio in the lead before. We've seen Chafee in the lead. So you're not sure what's going to happen today.
All right, U.S. House District number 1, first time in 15 years that Patrick Kennedy is not running for this seat. I asked you first thing this morning, I think it was about 6:45 when you rolled in this morning. I said, hey, Joe, who's going to win that? And you said to me, too close.
It looks like it could be a very close race today. It's a race that originally was locked as solid Democrat, which now is looking to be more of a toss-up. John Laughlin has really come on. All the undecided voters seem to be going towards him. He's doing very well with independent voters. So if he continues that, and again, a lot for David Cicilline is going to be turnout in Democratic regions of the state today. If he gets the big turnouts in Providence, Pawtucket, Central Falls, he could be okay. If those numbers are lower, it's going to help John Laughlin big time.
You know, this is a lesser discussed, race, but in the District 2 seat, are there any surprises expected there?
No, Jim Landry looks pretty solid at that point. Mark Zakaria has not been able to raise the money he needed to really get a strong campaign going there.
All right, over in Massachusetts, I want to ask you about this race between Frank and Bielot. I mean, this has drawn national attention. The surrounding this, Barney Frank's been in that office for a long, long time, but it's one of those cases where voters want change. At least they say they do. Will they follow through with that?
Well, the first poll on that race was the WPRI poll on that race about 3 or 4 weeks ago, which shows Barney Frank only up by 12%, which means this could be his toughest race. And it shows the discontent of the voters. They're really taking a look at every single race around the whole country. And Barney Frank, who 2 months ago thought it was going to be a safe thing, loaned his campaign $200,000 to try to hold on to his seat.
Well, it looks like you're going to have a busy day ahead of you.
You've been drinking your power drinks and your energy drinks?
All set to go right through the night.
You ready? All right, Joe.
Okay.
Best in the business right here. Thanks.